Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ineka and this Education and Occupation in Sociolinguistics. Education and our work background influence the way of speaking, personal dialect or idiolect. Who leave the educational system at an early age, there is a general pattern of using certain forms that are relatively infrequent in the speech of those who go on to complete college. The boys throw something, or it wasn't asked what done, are generally associated with speakers who have spent less time in education. Those who spend more time in the educational system tend to have more features in their spoken language that derive from a lot of time spent with the language, so that chew is more likely than chewed and who occurs more often than what in reference to people. As adults, the outcome of our time in the educational system is usually reflected in our occupation and socioeconomic status. The way bank executives, as opposite to window cleaners, talk to each other usually provides linguistic evidence for the significance of these social variables. In 60, sociolinguist William Labov combined elements from place of occupation and socioeconomic status by looking at pronunciation differences among salespeople in three New York City department stores. They are Saks Fifth Avenue, Maxis, and Klein's. Labov went to each of these stores and asked specific questions, such as, "Where are the women's shoes?" in order to elicit answers with the expression "fourth floor." This expression contains two opportunities for the pronunciation or not of postvocalic R. There is the R sounds after vowel. Strictly speaking, it is R after a vowel and before a consonant on the end of a word. In the department stores, there was a regular pattern in the answers. The higher the socioeconomic status of the store, the more R sounds were produced. The lower the status, the fewer R sounds were produced by those who worked there. So, the frequency of occurrence of this linguistic variable R could mark the speech samples as upper middle class versus working class. Other studies confirmed this regular pattern in the speech of New Yorkers. In a British study conducted in reading about 40 miles West London, Thradill, 74, found that the social value associated with the same variable R was quite different. Middle-class speakers in reading pronounced fewer R sounds than working speakers. In this particular city, upper middle-class speakers didn't seem to pronounce post-vocalic R at all. They said things like, "Oh, that must marvelous, darling." I think that's all. Thank you.